Entering the second half of the 2013 FF1M Championship, this is round 10, coming to you from the Silverstone circuit in the United Kingdom, or England, or Great Britain, or whatever the hell you want to call it. Two commentators today, me and...
It's James Rickles. I mean Courtney Cass.
That's the one, yeah. Speaking of which, we collided in Austria.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was, I wish I was commentating on that one. That was both pretty amusing there.
Yeah. Same as the Austrian Grand Prix previously as well. You punted both my cars into retirement.
Did I?
Yeah. Vettel did rather.
I must admit, I think it was on Vettel, that one.
Yeah, I think maybe Hamilton wouldn't have spun if the Pedersen hadn't been in the way, but...
Oh, this is the layout of Silverstone I prefer.
This is the 93 layout, I believe. 91 to 93. It's got a slightly faster entry into Stone. It's got a more jagged final section of the lap.
Yeah. Oh, but this hasn't got the chicane though, has it?
The Abbey chicane.
Yeah.
It's the flat out Abbey this time.
Right, okay, because the one with the chicane is my favourite. Just getting myself confused there.
So it's around 93,
Already.
94, 95, 96.
Yeah.
That's yours.
I think it ran until like 2002 or something like that.
With the jagged final sector, I think they changed it again.
Oh,
for,
yeah, no, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, they made it more open in 97. Anyway, the last race saw Kimi Räikkönen win. So
Only his second win of the season.
yes, only his
Unbelievably.
second win, interestingly. But he takes the lead of the championship. And he leads the way
Again.
in qualifying once again. And once again, it is a Gajera 1-2. Robert Kubica third and Nico Hülkenberg fourth. So the improvements being made to the Works Renault cars, in Kubica and Hülkenberg's case, is clearly not circuit specific, because they're proving quite quick now.
I was gutted for Kubica last time out. He had a great race, but that reliability issue.
Cost him fourth, but still useful points for Andrew F1. My season's gone down the pan.
It has a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no other way of saying it. A very, very deep pan. Exolite's still going fairly strongly, even if they've not got work support. They're 7th and 11th in qualifying, and last time out Button got a podium, and Alonso got 5th, so they're very strong at the moment.
Yeah, Button was my driver of the day.
They're now 3rd in the championship,
Yeah, strong season.
and they've overtaken Vettel Ferrari,
Yeah.
and poor old Pedersen's not quite as far off the back this time. And that's a quick go. It's a green light this time, and Räikkönen has got away pretty well. Pole position on the inside this time, and that has proved costly for Perez, because being on the outside line is costing him second place just about. Into the Maggots and Beckett's and Chapel section. Perez has hung on for second position. It's Kubica third. Bad start for Hülkenberg, already from 4th down to 7th. So he needs to make up some ground there.
Was that Kubica back ahead?
Not quite.
Oh.
He's still in 3rd, but now Grosjean's going on the attack. And Kubica just lifted.
Ooh.
That's nearly contact between Grosjean and Perez. And as they go through Stowe, under braking for Club, look at the lead that Räikkönen's got already. As Perez defends from second position from Grosjean, there is Hamilton being passed by Al-Jaswari.
Oh, Pasta looked like he made a good start.
I didn't quite catch where Pasta was. Vettel is 6th at the moment. Where did he qualify?
8th, I think.
That's a good start for Vettel.
Yeah.
As they go through the fast bridge corner, under braking for Priory, and then Brooklands, and then the two Luffields at the end.
I do get the feeling that Vettel needs to get a strong result here to sort of keep it alive.
Yes, at the moment he sits 3rd in the championship still, but he's still only 5 points behind. But you do get the feeling that the Gajera and the Tornado are just better cars at this point.
Yeah.
And going for second position onto Cops is gone Grosjean. That is second position for the Frenchman. 3 times a winner this season. They came at Malaysia, San Marino and Spain. So hasn't had a victory for 3 races, says Grosjean, but now he's up into second position. It's not looking too bad. Verne also made a move. He's up into 4th. Now challenging Perez for 3rd. The outside line doesn't work. And Kubica's going to have a go back at him.
Oh, go on.
Go on,
Look
lad.
at that. That's good effort there.
Not that we're showing any bias here, but we do like Kubica. And he's retaken fourth from Verne. And here's Vettel. And we've got Hulkenberg. He got passed by Alonso in this lap. So Hulkenberg's race going from difficult to slightly more difficult. Now as around the final complex, which was built in 1991. Because previously Silverstone was a proper fast one.
Yeah.
And then they made Maggots and Beckett's into the corners that we know now.
Really?
Mm.
Oh.
It used to be a left sweep, then fourth-ish gear right, and then another left sweep, and then they made it 5 corners.
Right. I thought it was... Been like
Raikkonen! Kimi Raikkonen slowing down. That's lap 3, and Gajira have already hit reliability problems. Pulling off to the side of the circuit goes Kimi Raikkonen, championship leader.
Hold on a minute, where's Perez?
Perez is 5th at the moment, so he's got passed by Vettel. That's a bad lap for
Right,
Gajira.
yeah. Crikey. Right, as my stomach grumbles, I'm not sure if the microphone picked that up.
We'll crank up the compressor so that you can hear the beautiful sound of his stomach. As Grosjean now takes the lead of the
I
race.
don't know why it's grumbling, I've just eaten.
I think
When
it
you get
wants
those
more.
Yeah.
So let's see what happens here. So Perez... So there's Raikkonen slowing and... Well...
Oh, wow. Oh, that's awful.
That was pretty lax. Lax at best.
He was clearly told to follow his team at home, but took it a little bit too literally.
Yes, as somebody else has gone off somewhere. Let's see what's happened here at Stowe. There's confirmation of Raikkonen out of the race.
No suspension, apparently.
And there was contact between Button and Hulkenberg, and Alguersuari is going to sneak past Button. Not a bad move there from the Spaniard.
He's got his elbows out this season as Button.
Yes, and I'm quite enjoying that. Now then, Perez going round Copse Corner, easy, going to go off the circuit, he is indeed, he's going to have a spin, not making it as far as the tyre barriers.
Is he going to collect someone when he comes back on there?
He's going to patiently wait until both Pedersens go by. I presume he's rejoined, but this race has gone pretty badly for Gajira.
Yeah.
1-2 on the grid, and once again, it's not working.
Don't think Guy's going to be very happy. He's probably not watching at this point.
No. Verne has a chance to make it a Tornado 1-2, but Kubica is holding the inside line very nicely at the exit of Chapel onto the Hangar Straight. One of the oldest straights in the world.
In the world.
I suppose if you count Monza as quite old, then maybe Monza's an old straight.
That main straight in Monza used to be cut in 2, didn't it?
Yes, it did, yeah, because they used to have an oval, which they still do, but they don't race on it. It's there for historic reasons.
Yeah, I was going around it on Assetto Corsa in a modern F1 car. See.
Let's crank that up.
Yeah. It's post-digestion, it's just my stomach sort of going, oh yes. All that goodness, it's like sort of going,
Is it eating too quickly that's caused it, or is it just...
I think it's just being a greedy bastard.
Oh, that was Perez still on the side of the road. I just saw Perez at the side of the road still, so I think he's beached it.
Wow. Has he just decided he's not going to come on anymore?
Dropping to last, so I thought, nah.
Yeah. He's going to start driving backwards soon.
There's going to be a query into his bank balance.
Yeah. Well, he didn't have a very good race last time, Perez and Silverstone. I seem to remember him crashing in the last lap.
Yes, I think there might have been an irregularity in that bank balance as well. As we have a look at an Exolite, looking at... Is that Button on Hulkenberg? It is indeed for 6th position. So somewhere along the lines, Alguersuari dropped back. Because now Button 7th and Rosberg 8th. What's happened to Jaime? DJ Squire. There's Rosberg, there's Hamilton.
Has his race gone the way of his real-life racing career?
It's probably gone either that or the way of his DJ career.
Did that go badly as well?
It went anonymously.
Right.
He is behind Hamilton, so Alguersuari in 10th. What lap do you reckon FJRs will retire?
32.
32.
No, 33.
I'm going to go 20.
Optimistic.
Optimistic, yes. And I reckon it will be Hamilton to retire first, and then Gutierrez, I think he'll crash. Werner's taken second position off of Kubica. I completely missed that as I was watching some snooker.
Yeah, we've got the snooker on in the background as well. We shouldn't have admitted that. There might be a big blank bit of audio there.
But Kubica's going to have a go back at Verne going into Stowe corner in the next lap. Side by side, still side by side, but Werner's got the inside line going into Club. Can Kubica outbrake him? Yes, he can. Look at that. Kubica's not giving up second place that easily.
He's got good pace though, as Kubica. He may be getting swamped by the tornadoes at this point, but he's pulling
big collision between Button and Hulkenberg.
And everyone else.
Suarez got himself involved as well. Bottas up to 8th and Horizon up to 9th. This is chaos.
And somebody just smashed the front wing off.
That's Sam Bird in the Horizon, and Robin Freins has got no rear wing. Well spotted.
And, so that was very elbows out. That was elbows out of their sockets.
I can see what's going to happen in this replay, but let's have a look anyway, just to double check. Defending the inside Button.
Oh no, he's not running to the back of him actually. He's
shunted into his side.
Yeah.
That's more of a racing incident.
Do you know? No, I would say I don't think that was Button's fault. I think the move was done.
Yeah, I think a bit too stubborn.
Get him away! Get him away!
Vettel versus Alonso.
Get off him!
2 Yorkshire teams going at it. Vettel defending a little bit. Good move to defend. Robin Freins comes into the pits, as does Sam Bird, for repairs to their respective wings. And now Werner's retaken second position going into Cox corner. Can Kubica do anything about that going down the back straight? Let's find out as they go through Maggots and then left-right at Beckett's. And then finally, the left at Chapel. Kubica's going to get a bit of a slipstream. Alonso's going to get a lot of a slipstream on Vettel, but has chosen the wrong side. And Button's at it again.
He's just,
hitting the back of a Pedersen this time.
It's the third bit of contact he's had this race already.
He's obviously had a taste of podium back at Austria.
Is that Alonso going slowly?
He's due in the pits, but it is a bit slow. Might have had a go at Vettel at some points, but
I wonder if he's got an issue.
Well, it's around the time when his pit stops due, so it's
that was a Larry line in the pits.
So it's not going to work out too badly if he does have a problem. Might not have a problem. I think it's just he might have had a go at Vettel during the lap and drop back. Did see him quite close together at Club Corner.
Right, now what are... you can tell from the pit boxes, the garages.
It looks like the LaRousse on the right.
I'm trying to tell what season this is from.
I think it's 93. But we'll have a look at the next round of pit stops to see if we can ascertain which teams they're based off of.
God, we're such nerds.
And there's Alonso rejoining in 11th position behind Di Resta and ahead of, is that Hulkenberg or Alguersuari? I have a feeling it's Alguersuari.
That's good for Vettel because it means Alonso can't use the newer tyres if he's stuck behind these lot.
But he's going to do the correct line up the inside of Di Resta going into Stowe. Very late on the brakes and the grip is evident already. There's Daniel Ricciardo, who's had a very, very quiet season. Contact between Alonso and Ricciardo, and the third spin for Exolite at Club Corner. And Perez has rejoined. I just saw a glimpse of him. All the way down in 21st place. And many laps down. Ricciardo looks like he's bogged it.
Yeah, he's just fed up.
Into the pits comes Gutierrez, but also Grosjean, as evidenced by the fact that he has only got 1 lap of fuel left. So that's obviously Williams on the right, that'd be McLaren, Benetton.
If it's Benetton that high up, would it maybe be 94?
No, 94 they changed the layout, they had the chicane by then.
Yeah.
So Jordan, footwork Minardi.
Is it 93? I'm not sure.
Could be 92. 92 is a good bet. I think AJ will tell us, as
Yeah,
Adrian
yeah.
Suttle comes into the pits from, once again, quite a high position. He was 6th when he came into the pits, so another quiet, sensible race from Suttle.
I mean, he's done well in FF1M and Suttle, to be honest. He's a solid midfield runner, and that's another bit of
Whoa!
contact.
Grosjean versus Hamilton this time.
God, Hamilton's been sent to Narnia from that one.
That was rude.
Yeah.
No other word for it.
I don't
rude.
think Grosjean would have made the corner if Hamilton wasn't there.
Yes.
That was the old go-karting technique, was that?
Now Vettel is in the lead by 18.3 seconds. This could work out very well for you.
Yeah.
'Cause
Well,
Vern is catching up to them, but obviously Alonso had his problem in terms of staying out of people's way,
yeah.
or rather getting in his own way.
I don't think, one, that Vettel will have a clean race, and two, that if he doesn't, or that if he does have a clean race, I just think the pace difference is too much, to be honest.
Well, he's on another lap, and what we're looking at, Button versus... If that is Hamilton, then I'll be very, very upset. But there's a Pedersen coming into the pits, probably. Nope. There's a bit of a battle going on here between this lot.
Bit of RG. God, look at the straight line speed there.
And look at the lack of straight line speed for the Pedersen, who's weaving about. It's Bruno Senna. I have a feeling that was Gutierrez.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep, Gutierrez.
There.
Bruno Senna is all over the place at the moment.
He's got nuts, hasn't he?
And who's that behind Gutierrez? It looks like Ricardo. As Gutierrez tries the outside this time.
What's he doing?
Whoa! What on earth are you doing, Senna? And he's just...
Is he pissed?
Well, far from gaining position, Gutierrez has lost a position to Ricardo. But Senna was on the grass going into the club corner.
I thought for a second then he was taking too much speed through that corner.
Vettel pushing it.
Yeah. He's getting ready to scrape the car off the barriers there.
As he's lapped one of my drivers.
Yeah, he's got an FGR right behind him. Yeah.
That's probably Gutierrez if that is Bruno Senna in front. Senna pulls into pits with no laps of fuel left, so he's kept it quite tight.
Yeah. We've clearly found a little new technology there that we can run on no fuel now.
It could be the 91 Silverstone because there's the very bright green livery, which would be Jordan. So I think it's 91.
Right, okay.
I think 92 Jordan changed to a blue-red livery.
Yeah.
So I think
that was when they had the 7-Up.
That was the 91 season,
Yeah.
green 7-Up. Whoa! That was very close between an Exolite and... Could be... it's Button and Bottas, I believe. Or it might be Button and Di Resta, so that was very close.
Many poos came out there.
Of his ANI.
Yeah.
Vettel, meanwhile, rejoined in 4th position after his pit stop, so very comfortably ahead of Alonso.
Flicks in the finger as he goes past, no doubt there.
It was Button versus Di Resta. That's for 9th position.
Been driving like a madman today as Button.
Yes. I like it.
Yeah, it's entertaining.
And we've got more yellow flags up at Bridge and Priory as Kubica is in the midst of traffic at the moment because there's Vettel trying to make his way past the horizon. He'll let him through there, no problem. And this is the battle for 3rd position. As we have a look at Valtteri Bottas chasing Suttle for 7th position, and off the track goes Bottas at Bridge.
Didn't even nearly make that. Nearly flipped it as well for good measure.
Nice. Oh, that was nearly
that's
nice.
That's a shame.
And that's given 8th position to Button and 9th position to whoever was following Button. And now the battle for 3rd position gets a little bit hotter as they go through Brooklands. Named after one of the very first racetracks in the UK, Brooklands.
All right.
And part of this circuit still remains, but most of it's now council housing. But it featured on an episode of James May's Toy Stories where he set the world record for the longest scale electric track.
All right. Oh, interesting bit of trivia for you there.
It's a good episode, that. A good series, actually. He
It is, yeah.
made
yeah.
a lot of things with Lego, Airfix and Hornby Railway. Vettel is now in third, by the way, and he now sets his sights on Verne for second position. As we have a look at Adrian Suttle going through Copse Corner, slightly wide. Is that going to give Button 7th position? Yes, it is. Jenson Button makes it 2 X-Lights in the top 7.
Rare mistake from the FF1M Suttle.
But
If it
he's
was
still
the real life Suttle, it would be not that rare.
not that rare, no. Suttle was quite error prone.
Yeah.
It's one of them mad Germans. And the second position for Vettel going into Copse Corner.
Tell you what a drive by this young man here.
Absolutely. Former FF1M champion Sebastian Vettel from 8th on the grid, once again showing how good he is in the race. He's now in second.
It's slightly, it's the classic shake and bake ethos of sod qualifying. And you've overtaken. Oh no, you haven't.
I have not,
No,
and I celebrated too soon.
Yeah.
That's Hamilton versus De Resta. Could be Bottas though. Now go to the inside line for this down the Hanger Straight. You are a moron.
Hamilton clearly not having a very #blessed season, but hold on a minute.
Not
No.
yet. Now I suspect he's going to biff the back of this GRM going into Club Corner. Nope, taking the outside line. And what have we got? This is Maldonado. This is Sebastian Vettel in second position.
Oh God, what's he going to do?
I think there's going to be poo coming out of Courtney's
What's he gonna
pants in a
do?
bit. It's Bridge Corner.
Oh, you... Okay.
That was nearly a collision.
get it.
Oh, he's off.
Yeah.
So a little bit of pinball as Verne takes
Okay.
second. So pushing very hard.
Could have been
hard.
worse. Could have been worse. Gonna have to get Verne back again though, which
he has
he's
done.
done very quickly. Oh no, Verne's hanging in there.
Verne's hanging in there. Now Vettel's on the inside.
Is he gonna get absolutely arsed down into?
Ooh, it was nearly Hulkenberg biffing Kobayashi into Verne going into club, but luckily for all involved, they're all right.
I feel like that should be the proper terminology. A biff.
A biff, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a term I hear more in rugby. If two players have a scrap and then more join in.
Yeah. Bit biff and baffing.
Bit of a biff. As Romain Grosjean comes into the pits for his second pit stop, leaving it slightly less risky
Dry,
on the fuel.
Yeah.
He's got 2 laps left. As I clear some stuff from my throat, so there's a lot of fuel to go to the end of the race.
Is
So
there
he
any
needs-
variation of strategy?
I think there are
because
2 stops in this one.
I feel like Vettel pitted.
Quite a bit later than...
Yeah.
Oh, that's Hulkenberg out of the race with a transmission failure. That is normally gearbox, but could be drive shaft. And now
God.
Vettel due into pits. It was a
Okay.
short middle stint, so that explains why he might have been a bit quicker
Yeah.
than most of the field.
Run it down to 1 lap left.
Again, slightly less risky because he was on no laps.
Yeah.
As he pulls into the footwork garage.
Mm-hmm. I used to have a little model of a footwork arrows. I wonder where that is. I bet it's worth a bit of money now. That.
Yeah.
Not much, probably about 20 quid. But
Yeah.
sadly, I don't think the footwork arrows really.
Didn't exactly set the world alight.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good looking car.
Hmm.
A little bit of a rip off of the McLaren, but.
Yeah. And what have we got here? We've got the 2 tornadoes now together. Verne has yet to make his final stop. So the best bet is to let Grosjean through pretty quickly, which he's once again not doing. This is a pattern we've seen over the races, in that you've got 2 very stubborn Frenchmen.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're both French, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, Grosjean's half Swiss, but races under a French licence. As they put a lap on Maldonado. Well, Verne does anyway, as does Grosjean. There we go.
Maldonado having a great season.
And now into Club Corner. Oh, there's contact between the 2, and Verne is off. Now that's going to help Grosjean.
It's a perfectly executed biff, is that?
Yep. If there were team orders, then it was very unorthodox. And now Verne's stranded. Now he's going to rejoin. Sort of. Where's Vettel in the equation? There he is. Into second position goes Sebastian. So they've gained quite a bit of time on Grosjean on this lap. But I think that's all he'll do because they're only one lap apart on tyre age. We've got, this is familiar to me now, battling a shake and bake.
Yeah.
This is Maldonado versus Hamilton for 11th position. Are we going to see something into club corner? No, there's yellow flags. Oh, there's a...
Oh, he's got away with that damage.
Oof, and Maldonado gains a position, and there's Suttil off. So let's see what happens. Al-Jaswari, Biff Suttil going to club corner. Al-Jaswari spins, as does Suttil, and yes, perfectly executed. And it's raining. Look at that.
Are you sure that's rain and not an engine failure?
That is definitely rain, coming down. Yeah.
Oh, collapse from the end.
Unless everyone's having engine failures.
It's possible.
With 10 laps to go as well, he's going to have to pit for intermediates. So let's see what happens to this race now. As Grosjean goes into club corner, still plenty of grip on his Pirellis.
Or is anyone going to be brave and not pit for wets?
What would you do if you were Vettel?
Crash.
Right. Fair enough. It's still quite dry over in Bridge and Priory in Brooklands. So the rain, obviously, only prevalent. And here comes wet. That's full wets going on Grosjean.
Right.
What on earth? Full wet's the only tyres available.
Maybe. Is that stupid 2003 tyre rule in place?
I remember that.
That was dumb.
Yeah. Now let's see, Vettel leads at the moment. What on earth is this rain going to do?
I think even 11-year-old me at that point went, that's a pretty stupid rule.
Yeah. Made for some... Yeah, and the race it took... The only race where that rule actually was in effect was the first race I ever watched.
Oh, Brazil 2003. Yeah, that was a good race.
It's a good race, yes. Very unexpected winner as well.
So Vettel stayed on the dries.
Stayed out for the moment.
I can't expect that there's much longevity in this strategy if Grosjean's gone onto the full wet, unless there is no intermediates.
Maybe that's the case for this particular version of Silverstone, that only dries or full wets are available.
Maybe.
But
let's see what he does.
Kubica is another man that stayed out, and Vettel's staying out as well. This is going to be interesting to see if Grosjean will catch up to Vettel come the end of the race. Somebody's gone off at Copse Corner. Let's see who that is. It's from somebody quite high up. As we see, it looks like Ross. It's Button.
Again.
Jensen Button off at Copse Corner. But he's going to rejoin, hopefully. And he was on the full wets as well. So pushing a bit too hard on those, just understeering off. And straight into the gravel trap goes the 2008 champion.
He never really had much luck in Silverstone in real life, did Button, did he? I think his highest finish was 4th or something.
4th a few times. And Rosberg just took Hamilton for 6th position. Hamilton was another one that stayed out. But it is clear that the wets are the tyre to be on at the moment. But Vettel's got track position. There's Grosjean in 2nd. And it is still raining. Now as he turns into club corner. Kubica 3rd. I think he stayed out. Basically those that are on 2 stops have stayed out on dries. Hoping that it'll just be a quickish rain shower. But Kobayashi's fallen for the wet weather tyres pace as he pits.
I feel like you've got to try and stay out now.
Yeah, with very few laps left to run.
What's the pace difference? Oh, there's
Vettel.
Vettel. No chance.
I think he's still a long way ahead of Kubica to stay ahead of him.
Oh, was that Maldonado ahead of?
Oh no, Vettel has just come into the pits, I think. We'll see it come up on the screen. Yes, no, that's Hamilton. Never mind.
Who was ahead?
Oh no, Vettel has pitted. Yeah. Vettel has pitted. I thought so.
Yeah.
So he's going to go onto the full wet, the wet tyres. Don't think they've brought an intermediate. I was expecting a bit too much. Kubica pits as well.
Bloody hell! That was.
And Hamilton has pitted as well. So they did wait a few laps longer, and that is Perez making a nuisance of himself as he punts off, presumably Suttil or Bird. Oh, that's pretty tight, but I think he'll be alright. No, he won't. Now we're on the final lap as Roman Grosjean exits Copse Corner. He's got about 14 more corners to go. There's 2 of them gone. Here comes another 3. Somebody's gone off at Copse Corner. That I should be worried if I was you. It's Kobayashi.
Oof, okay.
He's gone as
Looks
far.
like he's made the wall, yeah.
Yeah, there's a wheel come off. It's sponsored by Husky Chocolate. I've just noticed that. That was McLaren's sponsor, and that's a long way off. It's rear wheel that has gone. So these wet weather conditions are proving a little bit tricky for these drivers. Pardon you. It looks like it has stopped raining now, but the shower was quite a long one. So into the final few corners. Here's one of them, Grosjean coming out the Priory corner, and then Brooklands. Just 2 more corners to go. Looks like it's going to be his 4th win of the season.
Yeah, bit gutted, but...
There's another incident. I think Alger Suarez just had an incident at Club Corner.
Oh, God.
Because Hamilton's just moved up to 7th. Crossing the line to take his 4th win, Roman Grosjean.
Oh, please don't let that be Vettel.
And Grosjean moves back into the lead of the championship, and it looks like it's just a harmless little spin.
Right, okay.
Oh, it's just pulled off.
Yeah.
So it's a mechanical problem for Alger Suarez. That's a shame.
That or he's found a shortcut.
That's a shame because I don't think he's... Well, that'd been his first point since Australia. That's unlucky. So ultimately a double retirement for the Mitchell boys.
And Button scores points.
Somehow.
Wow. Your boy in there as well.
Roman Grosjean takes his 4th win of the season, ahead of Sebastian Vettel. A very good drive from himself. Keeps him within striking distance of the championship, so slim hopes still quite alive for you.
I'll settle for that. I'll settle for that.
I should be very happy with that if I was Vettel. Podium for Kubica. Long awaited, that one.
Well deserved, yeah.
Although that is his first since Australia. But nevertheless, good effort.
Very solid result.
Similarly solid for Fernando Alonso. I didn't see much of him at all, but...
I was very worried about him until that little incident he had with Alger Suarez or something, was it?
Button and Alger Suarez, that was. Verne takes 5th, Rosberg 6th. I get some points! 7th! 2 points for Hamilton and 8th for Button. Fastest lap for Roman Grosjean. But look at that key retirement, Kimi Raikkonen.
Yep.
And noob of the race, Sergio Perez, for just waiting for what seemed like 4... It were 4 laps in the end that he waited for at the exit of Copse.
Why?
I don't know what happened. See, normally the engine would have overheated.
Yeah.
Or it would have been beached. Nice double for Mark Williams.
I guess he just kind of got his bucket and spade out and decided to have a play for a bit instead.
Yeah, nice. A bit at the Copse seaside.
Yeah.
Some other moments there. And that's the championship at the moment. Roman Grosjean moves back into the lead thanks to his win. Vettel moves up into 2nd. And slipping down from 1st to 3rd is Kimi Raikkonen. Looks like Verne's dropping back a bit from those top 3. So realistically, it looks as if it's between Grosjean, Vettel and Raikkonen. Super realistically between Grosjean and Raikkonen once the Gojira gets its arse into gear.
Yeah. Yeah, he's had so many reliability issues as Kimi.
And that's why Gojira sits 2nd in the championship. 19 points behind Tornado. Exolite remain 3rd, thanks to another double point score. And Team Vettel, 4th for Shake and Bake on 56 points. And Mitchell hold on to 5th, fairly comfortably, but Andrew F1 are catching up to them. So that's going to be a good battle between the 2 Renault engine teams. From one quick circuit to another quick circuit, next race will be at Hockenheim.
Old school Hockenheim.
Old school Hockenheim.
Yes.
We'll see you then.